Welcome to Epic Geek Out, the only show on the internet where we are the 7th and 8th members of the guild. I'm your host, Rob.
I'm your host, Chad, and today we're going to be talking a lot about guilds in the video game review for Guild Wars 2.
And on Thursday, we're going to be doing another comic book review. We're going to be reviewing 2 Batman volumes, The Faces of Death and The Court of Owls.
Cool. So as always, you can check us out on Twitter at Epic Geek Out. Also, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's a button above us. Just hit that button and you'll get all the new episodes when they come out every Tuesday and Thursday.
You could like us on Facebook, facebook.com/epicgeekout, and also check out the website, www.epicgeekout.com. So let's get into our review of Guild Wars 2. So Guild Wars 2 is a recent MMO that came out from ArenaNet, and it's a fantasy MMO, kind of in the likes of World of Warcraft. The main thing that I think first needs to be said about the game is no subscription fee. You buy the game, you have it, and you can play it. You know, they have some like pay-to-play qualities of like, I think you only have 5 character slots, and to get more character slots or to change servers.
Yes.
So basically, you have kind of the normal fantasy things. You can do the whole, caster. I'm a ranger personally, guardian, all the different kinds of things like that. They do a lot of things differently in this game. You unlock the waypoints, and any time during the game, you can just travel through that. So travel's very easy in it. The questing, you just go to an area and just participate in the quest. And
there's no quest givers per se. I mean, there are people there, but it's more
and people to bring the supplies back to. And there's a lot of world events in this where you can just kind of join in. I don't know. It's very different. So what's your take on the game?
Well, we're both huge MMO fans. I think you were EverQuest 2 or 1?
Just original EverQuest back in the day.
Put in like a month of time. Playtime.
43 days, I think, at the end, and
yeah, I put in a similar amount in World of Warcraft. I have 2 level 85s. I don't know now with this game when Pandaria comes out if I'll be getting that.
Yeah, you will.
I might.
One does.
We'll see. Yeah, there's so much to talk about with this game. I don't think we're gonna get through it in this 10 minutes, but we've scratched the surface. We both have around level 20 characters, I believe, right?
I'm level 18 ranger.
Yeah, I'm level 18. I also started I got to a level 11, and then I was an elementalist, and then I went back, and I didn't really like it as much, and now I'm a guardian. I'm freaking loving it. It's awesome. Like I said, so much to talk about, but the things that I love a lot about this game. There's pretty much nothing that I hate. There's
things I hate.
There's little quirks that I have. I guess I'll start with the quirks. The quirks.
But the things you hate, you're like, but I'm not paying a subscription fee.
Well,
and then it's like, but God.
Yeah, the quirks, no mounts, but I can get away with the waypoints. It's all right. I wish I had a mount. It looks cool. Yeah. No, I haven't had experience with dungeons yet, but that was a big part of why I liked World of Warcraft. The dungeons, the raids. This does have dungeons. It doesn't have like a raiding mechanic per se.
Yeah.
But the world bosses are fulfilling that kind of need for me so far. You can get into some pretty epic battles in the world, which is awesome. So it remains to be seen how well that's gonna work, because supposedly you don't need tanks or healers. Or DPS, like that Trinity they call it.
Yeah.
You can do any kind of grouping, which is awesome. Basically, this game takes a lot of things that are in other MMOs and kind of refines them. It doesn't really have anything original, I don't think. Most of this stuff is borrowed from other games, but it's really gotten it down to like the science, like the dynamic events. Awesome. It's similar to Rift, but they do it so much better here. The way they do quests in this game, like they still have those go gather this or go kill this, but they don't tell you like go kill 10 of these. There's like a little progress bar, and you go out and you just kill things, and the progress bar adds up. It's just so much. It kind of masks it a little bit.
Normally you can do like, I just got done a quest where I could set up like a trap for a rabbit.
Right. You can pick what you want to do.
Pick up supplies, deliver them, or kill things.
Right.
So you could do.
It's a lot more fulfilling.
Do the quest. Yeah, so I like that.
Yeah, so it kind of masks that grindiness of normal MMOs, I guess, a little bit. Also, just the exploration in this game is insane. For example, I started the Asura character with the Elementalist. I went back, did the Norn, which is like the Viking type guy, and I just went back and redid all the starting area for the Asura. and I didn't mind doing it again. You know, it's all about the completion. You get a special chest if you complete the whole area. Just a lot of like fish or carrot on a stick things, but I'm enjoying it a lot. And I'm not normally one who like wants to go explore every crevice. In WoW, I'm normally just trying to get to the max level so I can do raiding and all that other stuff. But this game, I'm taking my time, kind of seeing everything, following the story. There's like story quests, sort of like Star Wars, where you have like just for your class, or I guess it's your race or whatever.
I think it's like how you choose the things earlier.
Right.
Like because I chose like I didn't know my parents, so my storyline has to do with that choice.
So that you do that, but then you also have the normal questing stuff. So I mean, this is not touching on everything, but it's such a blast to play so far. I'm loving it. There's a lot more to play. I really am interested in the dungeon part of it, which I have not gotten to yet because that's like level 30, I think. So.
Yeah, it does a lot of things differently and creatively, which is enjoyable. I've had the little MMO bug. I was thinking about getting back into Warcraft. I really just wanted that game just to play, you know, and this fits that so perfectly. The no subscription fee is the best thing about the game. I mean, it's a $60. You buy it. They're running out of game codes because the world's filling up so quickly. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I think, too, along with what you're saying there, I think it's more for a casual type gamer than like WoW. I think definitely. A little bit because it is more accessible, I think.
I haven't gotten into the PvP part. I mean, we can talk
PvP
about
is
that.
Great too.
He loves that. I mean, they do world versus world and then normal PvP. I really haven't gotten involved in that. I've been really trying to complete my story for my guy. And what I really... my highlight of this game is I haven't been on a team yet.
Like a party,
like a team. But when you're out in the world,
you feel like you're part of it. Yeah.
You're helping each other. Like there's no stealing kills in this game. Like you just join in a fight when they're halfway through, and you're gonna get credit for that guy. You're gonna get the experience of that kill, and it's gonna help you, you know, complete that quest for that little area. And I think they achieved something that's really special for an MMO with that.
The community aspect.
Yeah, that there's no like, you know, I remember back in the day, you know, playing EverQuest, like, oh, you stole my kill, blah, blah,
Even like with the mining nodes,
Mm-hmm.
you can both mine. Like that's for your own character. Like that's not like one person can take it. It's great. It's awesome.
So that's really enjoyable, I've found. You know, it's helpful too, because you get in these giant situations, these, you know, world events, and you don't need to be in a team already. You know, you don't have to plan to do it. You kind of just start, and then there's a ton of people that come and you get it done pretty easily. I'm level 18, like I said. And I am fighting things that are like level 20, level 21, and so it's kind of easy. And
it is.
But you know, for an MMO.
And like I said, I went back and redid that stuff, and it's supposed to like down level you. You still get the experience, but it is definitely easier than the first time I went through it at that level.
Because your stats are still high. It lowers your level, but I think your stats are still high. So I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm going to keep playing it. Like I said, you know, it's...
You don't have to pay for it.
You don't have to pay for it, so I can come back in a year and like play it.
It's great.
I want to get involved in the PvP because that's just overwhelming. I didn't have enough time to devote to it because, you know, it's a world versus world, and you're in a world, and you all get upgraded to level 80 for that. I mean, there's a ton.
And then there's also like another like normal PvP matches, which I played a couple of those. A lot of fun. You actually have separate levels you gain for that. So like you start level 1 for PvP, which is cool. And then there's so much to this game. We've only scratched the surface.
And it really, like, to comment on what you were saying, it really is an exploration game. Like, you start out your map, and you get experience as you discover new areas. You get experience when you find vistas. You get experience when...
The vistas, and you could... like,
it's crazy.
There's
awesome. So many things. And what's great on the map isn't great. I mean, it's good just to be able to click through and go to the waypoints for fast travel.
Yeah.
But like they do tell you how many waypoints you found, how many things you need in the area, and the achievements, like you said, the carrots on the stick to make you keep wanting to do the things is crazy. There's a lot of that, and like you can still gain decent experience for going back and into someone else's starting world and doing the low level quests.
Yeah.
And that's great. And it's a great way to progress and to move up through the game. To talk a little about my class, I am absolutely adoring my Ranger class. I mean, also I think, we need to talk about the weapons. So you have
there's so much. You forget everything. It's crazy.
You gain skills with different weapons. So like when I have a bow, I had to get like the 5 different skills from using that bow. When I switched from a long bow to a short bow, that changed. Then I had a sword and a torch in one hand. And each weapon you have to progress through. And I think that's awesome, an awesome way to do it. Then they still have the skills that you unlock.
And it seems like
there's a crap
you can
ton
kind
of
of play to your style. Like I'm finding myself really enjoying the greatsword, which is like the 2-handed sword.
Yeah.
And like I think that's as effective as like another one. I mean, there's probably differences in different situations. But I think it's kind of caters to whatever your preference is.
So like I will be shooting with my bow, and then the guy will get close. I'll try to knock him back. If that doesn't work, then I'll pull out the sword and my torch, and it's great. How it's swapping, and it's also you have to be active in this game. You can't just stand
there. There's dodging.
There's dodging. You have to move, and so definitely I would recommend if you're looking for an MMO, or if you've never played an MMO before, and the subscription fee has always turned you away from it. I would say definitely check out Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, we'll probably be looking back at it because there's so much we haven't played, but yeah.
So this is the first week that we didn't review a movie. So we wanted to both give our movie thanks, do a little theme for this, and some movies that you could check out, whether on demand or through Netflix or Redbox or something like that. So, Chad, what is your movie thanks for this week?
I picked for this week 2 things that you can find on Netflix Instant, because that's awesome. It's pretty easy to watch on.
It is. Mine's Netflix as well.
Yeah, my first one is a little documentary called Man on Wire. Awesome. It's actually rated, I don't know if it's the #1 or like one of the #1 highest rated on Rotten Tomatoes. It's got 100%.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the documentary of the French guy who
is batshit crazy.
He's crazy.
He's nuts.
He walked a tightrope across the World Trade Center towers. And it's kind of goes through, what led him to that, and just talks about all aspects of it. Really awesome story.
How they did
Craziness.
I mean, it definitely check that out. And also, I think there's some iconic value of seeing the World Trade Centers in this documentary, and it's powerful in
more ways than one.
Yeah, and definitely in more ways than one.
It's crazy. It's great. So check it out, Man on Wire.
You said you had 2.
Oh, well, that's for Thursday.
Oh, okay. So
yes.
In suspense. I'm also going to thank a documentary I recently watched on Netflix Instant, like Chad. It's called Jiro Dreams of Sushi, and it follows the sushi maker in Japan who has devoted his life to his craft. It was very inspirational, and to see the work ethic of this man and the beautiful things that he created. It's, I think, one of the only 5-star or high-rated Michelin. I think 3 Michelin stars it has. The restaurant. It only seats 10 people. He'll create his food only with what high quality, things he can get from the market that day. The way they shot it, of him just making this tuna.
Sushi's hard to make to begin with.
A lot of his stuff was just simply over rice, and it was so simple, but like gorgeous. And he makes it. You sit at this counter. It's 10 people, and the way he presents the food differently if you're left-handed.
Wow.
They seat this people specifically. He tailors the food if you're like a man or a woman. Like it was
That's
incredible,
really
and he was just some of the things he said about how you should treat your job and things like that. It was really a very interesting, movie to watch. So definitely check that out too.
Cool. Awesome things on Netflix. Make sure you check it out because there's so much on there. It's great. Documentaries are great on there.
Yeah, documentaries, foreign films, and British TV shows.
Because it's stuff I wouldn't go out and rent or
definitely.
seek out, but you can catch on there. It's awesome. So we'll be back on Thursday. We're going to be talking about some Batman comics that we're excited about. But thanks for watching this episode, and see you on Thursday.